Number one? All right. So you're at la Cité collégiale, the 911 Institute, and this is for the PARE testing. Alors vous êtes à l'Institut 911 de la Cité collégiale, et puis c'est pour l'évaluation de TAP pour la GRC. Alors l'avantage que nous avons ici, c'est de pouvoir expliquer exactement le protocole qui doit être fait lorsque vous faites l'examen de TAP. So what I'm going to explain right now is the protocol for the testing. If you're coming to la Cité to do the PARE, then this is exactly what you're going to hear. All right. So my name is Paul St-Onge. Welcome to la Cité. Marie-Pierre is going to be helping today. She's actually one of the applicants. She's in the process right now, and hopefully will be leaving very shortly. But she's here to give it a shot and a practice, so I asked her if she would give me a hand and demonstrate what needs to be done. So in order to do that, we have to refresh her memory. She did graduate last year, so we're going to go from there. So the starting line, well, she's here. So this is the starting line for the PARE. So basically what we'll do is I will be here, I'll ask before you do the test, do you have any questions? If you have no questions, then we'll just proceed. I'll be saying, okay, on your mark, set, and go, and we'll start with the stopwatch. Now, each part of this test, the PARE, is broken up into three different sections. The first section is the obstacle course. The second section is the push-pull apparatus, and then the bag carry. So we're just going to start with the obstacle portion of the test. So from here, again, as I indicated, would indicate, are you ready, set, and go. We proceed to the first cone, which is this way here. Go around this cone. Now you go to the yellow marker on the floor. The yellow marker should not jump around completely, so you cannot go into any space in this box. If your toe does touch up against the yellow marker, or if it lands into the box, or does land at the back there, it would be a 5-second penalty. So a 5-second penalty, and that would be on each rotation. So there's 6 rotations to be completed. So on every rotation, if you did touch up against the yellow marker, you would get a 5-second penalty. So a big part here is to gain speed around the first cone, so that you just have to spread your legs out, and then you'll be able to get the distance that you require. So from there, go around this cone here to the stairs. Protocol on the stairs is that you must touch a minimum of 1 step going up, minimum, because all you want. You must touch a minimum of 1 foot on the upper portion of the platform. And again, same idea, coming down, you must touch a minimum of 1 step coming down. You can touch them all if you want, but again, that's the minimum standard for that. To the cone, back around, back to the stairs. And then from here, you're going towards your right. So this way here, and then you're going over here. Around the cone, into the hurdles. So let's just stop there. The hurdles, the way they're set up, is we have the markers that show white and red stripes. You must stay within the markers. So you're going to be able to do a jump like this and then carry your other foot around, or vice versa. Okay, so you're jumping your first foot, and this foot is just coming around. Again, that's not an acceptable jump. So we require you to actually do a full jump over. 1 and 2. Now, if you do catch the bar and it does come down, so let's say you're coming else, you would be given a 2-second penalty, and you would not be required to pick that bar up. So that would be my responsibility, or one of the assessors, who would again come back and do that while you proceed through the obstacle course itself. Now, once you've jumped over the second hurdle, what occurs is that the assessor will indicate whether you need to go down on your chest or your back once you jump the hurdle. So at this point, somewhere in the zone, depending on how fast you're going, we'll be saying go down on your chest or go down on your back. There's no order to that. It could be chest, back, it could be back, back, chest, and so on. It all depends what we tell you. And that is just again to see if you're paying attention, if you're following directions, and that kind of stuff. So from here, we need to jump over the hurdle, and the hurdle again big thing there is that when we say going down on your chest, it actually is chest, your hips, and your thighs that come into contact with the ground. So if you're coming down, head forward toward the cone, coming down, touching, back up, and then proceeding through to do complete rotation. So I'll ask my dad if you want to jump the hurdle, plant your feet, come down, nice, and then you proceed through. Okay, so that would be the movement that we're looking for, whenever we're assessing this. The other part now, if we're going down on our back, is again as we come around the hurdle. So I'm going to come around the hurdle. And I would indicate once you get over the second hurdle, over the second here. See it? That's it. On your back. And on your back here means that it's your back that comes into the full contact. So jumping over, flying feet, movement here is head towards the back and back up towards the cone. Okay, so on the forward motion is the head towards the cone here, and on your back is your shoulder blades touching up to the ground completely, and then again moving forward. So I'll ask Benny Kev to demonstrate that. Flying feet, coming down, and then back up. Very good. So we would require 6 rotations of that in order to have completed that component of the PARE test. Once we've done that, we now get to the PTM, the power training machine, which is the pulling and pushing portion of the test. Here you have the option of either pushing or pulling. It's your option. So when you do arrive, it'll indicate, I'm going to push, which is communicating with the assessor, allowing us to make sure that you're breathing properly, that you're okay, that you still have your bearings and so on. So on the pushing component of this test, what's important again is that you're pushing it through, you're bringing out the weight stack, your arms are slightly bent, okay, no locking in your elbows, so again your arms are slightly bent, and then you're proceeding to do a full 180 around the weights, okay, completing a full 180 arc, and then going through again. So that would be considered 1. This would be 2. Okay? You are allowed to cross over, so if you're wanting to cross over, that's fine, depending on how comfortable you are with your positioning. Obviously, the more your feet are separated, the more strength you have to balance, and again, the more able to control. If you were to drop the weights before completing a full arc, that rotation would not count. You need to come back to 0, and then again, complete. So you go through, and you complete your arc fully from there. Alright? So you must complete 6 arcs in order to control and complete the pushing component of this test. Once you have done that, then you have 4 control falls. So the 4 control falls are similar to what you just did for the 6 rotation of the option course. So I'll be indicating, or the assessor will be indicating to go down on your chest. So again, touching up, 2 hands, chest, back up. Assessor will indicate on your back. Again, touching up with both hands, onto your back, and getting up again. You'll be doing 4 of those. You are not allowed to use the wall to help yourself up. You're not allowed to use the rope or the machine to help yourself up again. It's all on your own as you're moving up and down. Okay, so 4 control falls. Once you've done that, since we started with the pushing component, we'll now go with the pulling component of this. It's almost a seated position. Arms are at 90 degrees. And now we're going to move to our side, completing full arcs. 1, 90 Once you've completed your 6 arcs, your final 6 arcs, we will stop the time, and that will be your recorded time. You are allowed 2 minutes of rest prior to doing the bag carry. So what we recommend that you do is just walk what you're going to be doing shortly. So again, over here, we have the bag carry, so we're allowed a 2-minute break. Usually ask you just to breathe through the nose and cells through the mouth. Walk it around. And prepare yourself to do the bag carry. So if you want to come in tight. Okay. So the positioning here again is a matter of using your knees. You do not want you lifting with your back in this kind of fashion, and you do not want you injuring yourself. So again, bringing it up here. The bag carry itself has to be higher than your hips. So positioning, bringing it up, carrying it as you would a child or an individual, and then carrying it around the cone. And back into position. Back into position is once you get to the back here, turning around and bringing it down slowly. Again, bending your knees, making sure that you're controlling the individual that you're just now transporting. All right? You are allowed the 3 attempts on this bag carry, so if you're having difficulty bringing it up, we'll allow you to, again, do a 2nd attempt and a 3rd attempt if necessary. You are allowed to bring it up and use your knee to bring it higher. Okay? You are not allowed to put it on your shoulder or transport it in any other way than the fact that it's at the height of your waist or higher. Okay? So you can't carry it like this. All right? That doesn't work. So again, it has to be a height higher than your waist. If you're carrying it like that, that's okay. It's a little bit tired. It would be okay. Let's see, that's more. All right? And that's pretty much what we're asking you to do at every component of this test. Good luck. You can do it. If you want to, you can. That's for sure.